Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a really simple but powerful secret that could totally change the game for how you give a speech.
I mean, it's a question we've all asked ourselves, right? You're about to get up in front of a whole room of people, and you want to say something that really lands, something memorable. So what's the trick? What's the secret sauce? Okay, first things first, let's set the scene. Just picture this. I call it the spotlight moment.
You can feel it, right? Your heart starts thumping a little faster, the room gets quiet, and suddenly, every single eye is on you. Man, that moment is just packed with pressure, but also so much potential.
Like maybe it's a wedding toast for your best friend. You want to do them justice, Make people laugh, maybe even get a few happy tears going.
Or hey, maybe it's a retirement party for that colleague everyone loves, and you've got to somehow boil down years of hard work and friendship into just a couple of minutes.
Or it could even be an awards ceremony, where your job is to celebrate someone's amazing accomplishments. See, in every single one of these situations, the goal is exactly the same. You've got to nail it for the person and for the moment. So, let's talk about what we're really trying to do here. What is the actual goal? Let's get down to it and define what makes this kind of speech work.
Well, it's something called a speech of appreciation. And here's the thing, it's not about just reading off a list of accomplishments. No way. It's about lifting someone up, pulling the audience in, and really strengthening that bond between everyone there. It's almost like you're building a little community, right in that moment, all focused on one person.
The real magic, though, is in how you pull it off. You're looking for that perfect mix, Highlighting the big wins, but also sharing those little personal stories. Throwing in some humor and warmth to get the crowd on your side. The biggest challenge? It's weaving together that genuine, heartfelt sincerity with something that's actually entertaining to listen to.
Okay, now, I need you to do a complete 180 with me. We're going to switch gears entirely. Let's talk about something way more private. Just the simple act of writing a thank you note.
So, a thank you letter, pretty straightforward, right? It's writing down that you're grateful. But, and this is important, check out that last bit. A private speech on paper. That little idea, that's the key to this whole thing. It's the same feeling of appreciation, just in a quiet form that sticks around.
And when you first look at them, they seem like polar opposites, don't they? A speech is public, it's for a whole audience, and it's over in a flash. A letter, that's private, just for one person, and it's permanent. They honestly feel like they come from two totally different planets.
But what if I told you that getting really good at one is the secret to crushing the other? This right here is where it all connects in a really surprising way.
So, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? How on earth does sitting down quietly to write a letter get you ready for that high-stakes, all-eyes-on-you spotlight moment? It really all boils down to the skills you're building almost without realizing it. Think about it. When you write a thank you letter, you're forced to practice the exact same things you need for a great speech. First, you have to get your ideas organized. Then, you have to dig for those really specific, meaningful stories that show why you're thankful. Not just what they did, but that one little moment that shows who they are. And finally, you have to get good at empathy, thinking about your tone and how your words are going to land with the other person.
And this quote from the source material just hits the nail on the head. It says, "The habit of writing gratitude sharpens the ability to deliver speeches that entertain while honoring others with authenticity." See that? It's not about doing it once. It's the habit of it. That's what builds the muscle you need to speak from the heart.
All right, so let's tie this all together. What's the big takeaway from all this? Simple. You have a secret weapon that you probably never even thought about.
It's time to start thinking about the thank you letter differently. It's not just about being polite. It's so much more than just a nice thing you do when you get a gift.
It's your own personal training ground. Seriously. Every single letter you write is like a practice run, a rehearsal. It's a totally low-pressure way to work on finding the perfect words, telling a great little story, and showing real emotion. And those are the absolute core building blocks of any speech that people are going to remember. So it turns out the big secret to a great speech isn't some fancy public speaking trick. It's actually the quiet, consistent, private practice of being grateful. And that kind of leaves us with one last big question to think about. What other private habits in your life might just be the secret training ground for the public skills you really want to have?